Hello there fellow modelers, Steve here. Now this video is 2 completions, a couple of updates and some chit chat, and I'm standing on the floor again because one of my completions is on my spinny table on there. The camera wouldn't fit on, so I'll just move to there and we'll get on with it. I've got 13 minutes on my disc, so that should be enough. Right, as you can see, I've completed my Phantom. So my group build is officially over. Now I think there's only, as far as I know, there's Clint Demand Modeler. He hasn't finished his yet. He's SBD Dauntless. I'm not sure, I might be wrong, but I'm halfway there that he hasn't finished it yet. But I've finished mine, so it's over. Because I did get a message off UK Scale Modeler. Hi there, Ian. He wanted to join. He asked us when the group build was, whether it was over, because he had a sea fire. But I've sent him a message that says, well, it's officially over. So he says, no problem. Anyway, we'll get on with the Phantom. I forget what it is. It's an F4K or an FG1, whichever one you got it. And it's in the markings of the only squadron that ever operated it at sea by the Royal Navy, which is number 892 Naval Air Squadron. And I've put it on the carrier deck. Now I know this doesn't resemble HMS Ark Royal's deck, but they did do cross-deck operations with the US Navy, and this officially markings, but I've left the USS Saratoga off. It did do an exchange visit in 1969 before it actually served with aboard HMS Ark Royal. It did a detachment. I think there was about 5 or 6 of them that operated from the USS Saratoga in 1969, and so much because of the angle of the jets, because the Phantoms, what we operated, had the extended nose wheel. It burnt the deck. As you can see, the engine is pointing right at the deck, and it's just not hitting the blast deflectors at all. I'll move it round, but I'm glad I've got this finished because I enjoyed building it, and I'm finally finished. It's got a bit of I'll zoom in there. Where is it there? It's got a bit of silver in there, but I think this might be due to the case that it's an old Matchbox kit, because I had a bit of a problem with the markings, especially the ones on the port side. If you see there's a bit missing there because it's split. Old markings there could be, but the rest worked out fine. I'll do a top view of it. Now I did have a fantastic piece of music to go with this that would fit it right, that would be very appropriate, but due to the last episode when YouTube muted me video due to copyright, I just haven't bothered, so I've left it as it is. The music I actually was going to play was actually on a clip of the BBC teleseries Sailor, which was made aboard Ark Royal in 1975. And it's an appropriate piece of music. I'll leave you out there to figure out what it is. But I'm not gonna, well, I think I will take it off and I'll give you a look at the bottom. I'll keep that me on the right. As you can see, there's plenty of detail on the bottom with the panel lines. I don't know if you can see them. I'll put it back on there. And I did a bit of design fancy with the pilot's white helmet. I'm not sure whether it's the writer, but I thought I'd do it. So that's 013. And they finally stopped operating the Phantom when HMS Ark Royal decommissioned in 1978, and me time's gone. I'll have to move on. Right, what am I after now? The trainer for Aaron Newland's group build, which is that there. Now I've finished that as well, because I think it ends tomorrow, 4th of March. This was a canny little kit, this. It's an Aradu, or an Arada ER96. And it's got swastikas on the tail, even though the port side, again, I had a bit of bother because they're split, but I've managed to tidy them up as best I can. A neat little aircraft, and it was actually made under licence by France after the war. So that's that done. I'll do a top view of it. That's actually the first German plane I've made for years. The Sherman tank, I've actually finished it. And there it is. But I'm still on with the diorama. I'll show you how far I've got with that at the minute. It was all right, but it was far too small. I know Lenny says that he didn't fancy doing 1/72nd scale because he's done two for Nigel's North African group build. But he says it's worked out fine when he's did it with, and they are good. But I think they're far too small. The Rommel's half track I've got for Nigel's North African group build is a bit better because it's bigger. But there it is. And that's finished as well. Now I'll show you the diorama. I've painted it like a sand colour. You can smell the paint up here. There's well, it's not a cliff, it's just a sand dune. That's all like sand colour. And on the top there, what I'm going to do is have one bit, like a path going through there, and grass on the side with the pillboxes. And I've got the soldiers to go with them. Now, before I forget, I'll just like to say thanks very much to Chris and Alex for sending us the Bearcat for the prize for the 500 subscribers. I'm very pleased with it. I've never made a Bearcat before, and I enjoy building this when I actually get round to doing it. So I'll put my camera back up here. I hope it stops up. So that's my group build ended. And I'd like to thank everybody for taking part. And there's been in fact they've all been very good. I'm not going to pick a best one because they're all good. I can't fault any of them. They're all brilliant. And I've enjoyed seeing you build them all. I might do another group build, possibly the end of the year or maybe the beginning of next year, because I've got there's a few builds on this year that I'm going to take part in, because I know Cohen C, alright there Mike, he had to put his cheesy 80s group build back to November, which was fine because if you can't manage it because of other commitments, it's fair enough. So what I've got next to do, I've only got two, well, yes, I've got the diorama to do, and I'm well on the way with the Rommel's half track. Like I says, what was it? Well, there's Rommel, Now I sent Lenny a message because he's doing, I forget how I'm not going to pronounce them, the two little trucks anyway, and he's doing the weathering, and I sent him one back. I says I'm going to try the weathering on the Rommel's half track, and he sent us one back and he says it really brings it out, so I hope you have a good chance with a good go of it. And it looks like I should be able to manage it, but it's a first attempt anyway. I think my tape's going to run out now. So that's all my updates. I'll probably load this tomorrow because it's a bit late now, and I haven't got any had a chance to mention any others because of my tape's going to run out. So keep modelling, all you guys out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra now.